So we're just waiting for asdheinz versus lppl to start. I'm doing some organizing in between. Yeah, hopefully they start soon. So you have gotten some feedback, would gladly donate some money. We have heard that from a lot of people, yes. That will definitely be the next step for the next tournament. Try to get more money from the community to get a bigger prize pool, get more hype. So that definitely something is on my mind. Try to show the recap of a turn so we can see again what the player exactly did. I don't know what you mean. We always show the recap of a turn. We show every turn, right? So I don't know exactly what you mean. When we spectate, we see every turn, right? Should have $20 no masters. Yeah, that's also, yeah, that would be like a smaller cup where only newer people, let's call them newer people, allowed to play. Those are always fun. Okay, we have a game. Let's hop into that really quickly because we are live with that one. If anybody wants to watch that themselves, you can use that code and then we load in. Also, camera a little bit. And as we see in the green, we have asdheinz playing from, I have no idea where he's from, versus in the yellow lppl from, also have no idea, but that's still gonna be quite good. Not paying full attention. Well, this is what we mean, right? You can see all the turns. We have rather quickly, but these guys are playing super quickly. asdheinz also from Cologne. Yeah, I would imagine someone called asdheinz, that he could be from Germany. So these guys are playing super fast. asdheinz has the permits. lppl has... why is he playing so fast? Damn, can't catch a break. Daniel's asking something. Let me just quickly check that, if that's something. Okay, he just wrote me the code, no problem. So we can consider lppl has Hammurabi, he doesn't have a Wonder. Could get an early Machu Picchu plus Iron. Does grab the Iron, does grab the Machu Picchu, builds a lab, and grabs the Swordsman. Super early. I mean, was that first card from H1 were Iron and Machu Picchu? That's pretty insane. That is pretty insane. It's a good combo. So, yeah, that can be very strong. Maybe he does that next turn. lppl winning. Early call. Well, you can put your money on that if you prefer. I did resolve the bets against Lauren. Yes, I did. They're playing so fast. asdheinz goes for Isabella and Monarchy. And we'll finish the permits next turn then. And I'm going to be starting those bets, so get them in if you want to participate. So finally we are able to catch our breath. lppl could try to get one extra science. If he gets one extra science, he could go for Iron first. If not, he can go for Iron next turn. He can increase population, grab Breakthrough and Rich Land maybe. Those are some really good cards, some good yellow cards. Maybe start building on the Machu Picchu if he wants to. Yeah, a lot of possibilities there. And asdheinz is looking solid as well, but lppl, that's a little bit weird to me. Yeah, that's super interesting. That's super interesting. I mean, I would prefer to get the Iron out as soon as possible and then get the Machu Picchu as soon as possible. But going for Alchemy first. Okay, we'll have to trust him that he knows what he's doing. And then we will see where that takes him. asdheinz, on the other hand, will probably finish the permits immediately. increase population if he needs to, but maybe he doesn't need to. He had 1 extra yellow cube from Alexander. Does he have the engineering genius area to get out of corruption? He probably has to finish the pyramids and increase pop, especially if he uses the engineering genius. Next turn could go for monarchy, and then maybe grabs a couple of good cards. Has a lot of civil actions then. It's really time for Elmer to join me. I can't talk non-stop and drink and organize. But looks like all the games are underway, so that's good. And then we are going to be seeing what... Oh, pyramids to save extra civil actions, increase pop. Does mean he can't go for monarchy next turn. Maybe grab St. Pete's early. And there we see development of science. Oh, that's actually really good for LPPL. That means he can go for iron this turn, upgrade 2 of them. Oh yeah, that is very good for him, being able to pump out the iron this turn. Get extra resource production, soon finish the Machu Picchu. I like his start a lot. I mean, I also like asdheinz's turn quite a bit. But LPPL, definitely looking strong. We never took a look at the leaders and wonders. As you can see, there is Zizka, there's Gaudi. We see Napoleon. So this time we have some military actions. We also have the Suez Canal, but yeah, no colonies yet. Gandhi again, and again no Pierre. This Coubertin Cup really hasn't had that much Pierre, especially we had no Pierre elected at all. That's pretty sad. And I think in the last game Pierre was last card or something. I think so. So LPPL still looking for a new leader, but there's still most of them in. Yeah, only Isabella is gone. I don't think he will go for Michelangelo. Could wait for next turn with Saladin. Yeah, and then next turn asdheinz. He's missing 1 science to go for the monarchy. But he can go for iron if he wants to. But yeah, LPPL. He's playing... Is it just me or is he playing pretty weird? I mean, theology for 2? Theology for 2 and don't upgrade the other iron? Theology for 2? Like what? Yeah, you made a dude instead of iron and grabbed theology for 2. Immigration plate, maybe. I mean, I love it. I love seeing someone play completely different than I would have expected. But we're gonna see if it's gonna turn out good for him. There was even Brandon Circus on 1, yes. But he said, nah, theology, it's such a good card. And especially could have easily waited for asdheinz to go for that. Because asdheinz just goes for St. Pete's. Theology new meta. Well, if LPPL wins this championship, then yeah, definitely. I guess it is true, he saved the resource, so he can finish Machu Picchu this turn. This is some next level kind of stuff. That he needs the 2 resource from development of markets or the development of crafts. But yeah, you could argue there's a good chance one of those two to come out, and then he wants to finish the Machu Picchu immediately. And I think we're gonna see that. I mean, I maybe I should stop predicting what he will do, but yeah, there it is, Machu Picchu very early. Is Joan in? No, Joan is not in. And he's not gonna go for it. He's going for Saladin now. But still has theology in hand now. He only has played 1 card, so that could be immigration, I don't know. The irrigation was on 2, so asdheinz was preparing that. Irrigation on 2, and the other one might be coming out. So it will be interesting if asdheinz will grab it or not. But he will definitely finish the St. Pete's. Maybe go for iron, maybe go for monarchy. A lot of choices, Could also go for Code of Laws, but I like the iron probably. Get the iron going now. We don't need the St. Pete's immediately. And also, if we think there is really an immigration, it's not looking that good for LPPL to win that because of St. Pete's. Suez is in, yes, Suez is in. And of course, asdheinz does have Isabella. Just for 1 iron. Oh, he builds an iron. He says, I have the happy faces, I have the population, just builds an extra iron to be efficient. Nice, I think I like that. So H2 will start. Zizka last card, not gonna be picked up at all. LPPL with 6 resources can upgrade the iron. And asdheinz did not take the irrigation. That means this irrigation right here is the last one. LPPL really wants it because he has Machu Picchu. So the big question for him is, does he grab it for 3? If not, it comes down to 2 for asdheinz, and he could easily deny that. And then LPPL will only get, not half of the value from Machu Picchu, but like only 3/4 or something. Maybe, yeah, not all the value from the Machu Picchu. So LPPL goes for extra. Oh, he does grab the irrigation for 3. Alright, he doesn't want to be in a situation where he needs food. When you commit to the super early Machu Picchu, you want to get the full package. You want to get the food and the resources. And look at that very early Suez Canal. So if asdheinz has some colonies in there, he might want to push them out, win them, and then maybe hope to draw another good one to go for the Suez Canal. But it's pretty early, so it could be hard. On the other hand, he does have the masonry, so that would be quite good for him to get the Suez Canal as well. Very early canal. I mean, still it's not blocked anymore. How the reds dot looking? Well, 2 for each. 2 for each thus far, but asdheinz, I mean, he did grab the monarchy, but maybe just as a safety measure for later. Then we have Robespierre Napoleon, so Robespierre plus Republic, we've seen that already. That is a very strong combo. I have seen that being successful quite often yesterday. And then the last development is that one of planning. Here we have religion, crafts, and civil life. asdheinz definitely could take religion. Then he has 3 happy faces. Yeah, I think I would like that. And LPPL can maybe also take the religion. Use that to upgrade to theology. Hey Turgrig, you were watching the qualifiers, and yeah, join us here in the light world. Welcome. Hopefully we not spoiler anything if you want to watch that later, but yeah. Oh boy. Cornmon coming out even for 2 civil actions very early. So I think LPPL will be looking for that, because he has 12 science. He only needs to research or get rid of something. He could go for theology with a breakthrough, still have enough science, and then grab and go for the Cornmon. Then he's looking very strong. Then he has production of science, resources, food, and the civil and military actions. So yeah, that is a great pickup, especially if he gets it for only 2 civil actions. If he doesn't grab it, we're gonna see it get picked by asdheinz probably. Well, thank you, Turgrid. Thank you very much. I enjoyed organizing these. These are super fun. Of course, it's always a lot of work as well. So I appreciate all of you telling me how good I am doing the job. And I'm not alone. As you know, there's a lot of people behind the scenes helping with everything. And you guys watching, giving donations makes it easier as well. Getting some prize pool. So yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, LPPL does go for the theology, builds one right out to get out of corruption probably, and then Cornmon. Cornmon for him, and getting up to 3 happy faces, same as asdheinz. So one of these cards, I mean, yeah, high chance that one of these 4 cards is indeed the immigration. But he also gets stronger, so... Curious how Chamchu is doing. Well, he made it to the finals of the lower bracket, but sadly he didn't make it any further. He's not here today, sadly. So no hope for the Swedes, no hope for the Suomi. I think LPPL is looking good. By the way, do we have any bets? We have only one bet. Come on, guys, get in the bets. We have 60 people watching and only one guy is able to bet. And I completely missed what asdheinz was doing. He's going for more mines, going up to 4 mines. Grabbing the rifleman. Strategy coming off for LPPL. He can just deny that, and that makes the potential republic for asdheinz a lot harder. But on the other hand, he could still be looking for monarchy. He could still go for that monarchy. He skipped Suez Canal, skipped Eiffel Tower. We have not seen a single event played from H1 yet, only the developments. $123 culture, lost 1,000 yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was pretty rough for a lot of people. A lot of people lost a lot of culture there. Sad times. I mean, I wonder where the bets are going, but oh, a lot of people are still betting on asdheinz. I mean, can you argue with Machu Picchu? The perfect Machu Picchu setup plus Cornmon. I think LPPL is in a very strong position. asdheinz has a lot of iron, has happy faces solved. He needs science and food, but he could get those still. Culture is, yeah, a small lead for him, not a big difference. This is not an early culture game. Let's see, LPPL wants to make it a culture game, grabs the Eiffel Tower, able to finish that next turn, gets stronger as well again. So these guys are dancing around these events. But asdheinz can get the strategy for just 1 civil action. Something that would be very great for him. Okay, he just goes for a revolution, skips the strategy completely. No thinking time at all about that. That was a quick turn and I wasn't ready for that. I would have thought strategy would be good. There is Robespierre, so he could still go for the Republic. And let's see, a scientific breakthrough opened by LPPL. So the question for him is, I mean, he doesn't really want to go for scientific method. Just finish the Eiffel Tower. Finish the Eiffel Tower, maybe go for irrigation with rich land. You can upgrade that to finally get the food. But yes, Harvard is going to be insane for asdheinz. LPPL can't deny it. So, yeah, I think asdheinz will grab the Harvard College, finish it immediately with the masonry. Maybe get the Code of Laws out as well, and then he has solved the science. Then he only needs food. For that, there is still the selective breeding if he gets it. Oh, Turkey, you're overlooking the Harvard building. Crazy. Yeah, we have had some like these before, where people are actually at the wonders that we have here. Pretty crazy. Okay, LPPL does grab the Engineering Genius, builds, no upgrades, upgrades both, grabs strategy, not finishing the Eiffel Tower yet. He wants to upgrade his production first. And now we're looking for leaders. We have most leaders still in, only Napoleon is gone. Darwin for asdheinz, probably not. Gaudi could be good. There's team spots for that, there's journalism. But I think he needs to go for Harvard College. That's 5 selections gone, so only 1 left. And maybe he has to increase population to get out of corruption. But definitely looking a lot better after the Harvard College, getting the science up. And I guess the monarchy turn worked out pretty nicely. He has the military actions now. He's not in that awkward spot where he's at despotism still, because that limits you so heavily. Definitely limits you quite heavily, but yeah. Are we overlooking something as asdheinz? Harvard College plus 1 more thing. If you grab it this turn, you want to finish it this turn. And then he only has 1 civil action left. There's still the strength thing going on, but yeah, we see it. Harvard College, finish that. Go for Darwin, but not elect him yet. Okay. Has a little bit of corruption, but with 9 resource production, I guess that's fine. So he gets his science up to 5, grabs Darwin, and then probably wants journalism. so it will be interesting if LPPL will try to deny that. Historic territory, the first territory to come out, not really a big one. But remember, there could be immigration in here, as we said, so this historic territory could definitely decide who wins the immigration, so that means you get the population back. asdheinz has to pay quite heavily for that. He spends a knight and 1 extra resource as well as the card for that. Yeah, you knew it, Cuter, you knew it. I'm just worried that LPPL will deny the journalism, and then asdheinz doesn't have those to work together with Darwin. But especially now with the historic territory, the downside of Darwin, losing 1 happy face from the religions is basically negated from the St. Pete's plus historic territory combo. He has enough happy faces now. And then LPPL maybe wants to finish the Eiffel Tower. Could go for Gaudi plus journalism, for sure. He has the resource to build a lot of journalisms and then maybe operas later. There's still 1 opera, where he could go for that as well with Gaudi. Could also try to force some military. Go for cavalryman, copy a tactic, get a lot of strength, and then asdheinz is at 1 strength and is forced to respond by rebuilding the knight, upgrading rifleman perhaps. He's looking thick. Well, he has a lot of H1 buildings. The base buildings, you don't need anything besides the starting technologies and upgrading them. But yeah, he goes for the Eiffel Tower and Gaudi, elect him. And that's it, yeah, Gaudi, but he doesn't grab the journalism. So if asdheinz denies journalism, which is actually good for him, and then also the opera. Remember, if you place Darwin, you can grab the opera for 1 civil action, then LPPL won't be getting as much out of Gaudi. This might be a very strange question, but how do these subscriptions work? Well, subscriptions here on Twitch work like that. You subscribe, you get some nice emotes, you get some... don't get any more ads. That's one advantage. You support me and this channel, and I think you have to pay $5 for 1 month. Each subscription is for 1 month, so that's how they work on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription each month, so you could use that. Exactly, Fingers is showing the nice emotes. He's showing those emotes that you can gain and then use freely all over Twitch. So yeah, LPPL did his turn, now asdheinz has to respond, and I think he will be very happy to go with the journalism. You have Prime, it's perfect, then just connect Amazon Prime with Twitch, and then you get your free subscription, and it doesn't cost you anything. So yeah, just as a side note for all of you people, if you have Amazon Prime, you can support me and my channel on here. But we are not here to talk about that, we are here to talk about Through the Ages, and we see the journalism that we predicted, and I predict also the opera. Yes, the opera is taken as well, and he rebuilds some military to be stronger. So, 9 culture production from asdheinz, and LPPL is at 8. So we have officially started the culture race. I think this might be the official start of the culture race. LPPL has the problem that opera is gone. So how does he keep up in culture when he can't build any of those good culture buildings? Could decide to go for cannons. He could say, no, stop the culture, we go for military here. But I definitely, yeah, asdheinz is doing great with Darwin. A lot of extra civil actions to deny cards, to take cards for yourself. He works great with the journalism. Probably gonna see... Yeah, he doesn't have population for 1 more, but we could definitely see the selective breeding, or we're gonna see the selective breeding next turn. He's gonna grab that then, upgrade his food, and then he's gonna be fine. Also, there is still the potential for the immigration, as we said, and then he's gonna get extra population and probably put that into the journalism. Oh, you subscribe, but why doesn't it show it? Yeah, you resubbed actually. Okay, let's consider an LPPL first. Revolutionary idea, breakthrough. And he says, no, I can't go for culture, so you will have to respond to military. And H3 starts. Ooh. Not only does the selective breeding come out, but also the mechanized agriculture, and asdheinz can grab that for 2 civil actions and start his food production insanely. Crazy. So yeah, Turgreg, you already had a gifted sub before this, so you resubbed, so you can, if you refresh over the chat, there will be a window where you can put in a message, and then a message will come on the stream that you resubscribed with the message that you decided to do. So yeah, thank you already. LPPL. He doesn't have a tactic, and there's medieval army he can't copy. Or he could have classic. With classic, this would be a big jump. That's 18 strength potentially. With a strategy, he's looking strong. So how does asdheinz respond? He can go for cannons. Has riflemen, so he can respond. He could have, but yeah, first of all, let's go for mechanized agriculture. Wave. Yeah, the wave is good. Destroy the religion, doesn't give you much anyway, and build a knight, so he's able to defend. And we see some new cards.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Think I have figured this out now.
Yes, you have. You definitely figured this one out. Thank you very much, Torgreg, for the subscription. Really appreciate that. And we see a war. War for territory from LPPL. Strategy. And cannon. Oh, Napoleonic army. Oof. 33 strength all of a sudden. 33 strength. That is a big war. That is a really big war. But military theory. But he doesn't have enough science for military theory. He doesn't have enough. So what does he have? How can he respond to that? 33, and it's the big one. It's the war for territory. That would hurt him so much. Yes, he can recover. He has heavy phases from the St. Pete's. He could try to hide behind Gandhi, but the problem is LPPL does have 6 military actions, so Gandhi is not completely safe. Got caught with his pants down? Yeah, definitely a little bit. He was trying to prepare last turn with the wave, the rifleman, but yeah, right now it's looking like the preparation maybe wasn't enough. Yes, maybe he says, okay, ignore the war, but the problem is, if you ignore the one war, what about the next one? What about aggressions? And LPPL has same cultural action. So it's not enough to just say, okay, he can aggress me, I am outproducing him, because that won't be enough. asdheinz has also skipped the cannon. Let's see if this will help him. This doesn't help him at all. Uncertain borders is not helping. That is not helping at all. That actually means he doesn't have any free population with his food. That did play an impact, so the impact could be huge. Where are the card icons of the H3 deck at top right? The card icons. Oh, they're gone. Can't look at them. Damn. Yeah, they're gone. Maybe they are hiding somewhere. I don't know. Here they are on top. You want to see them? Here they are. They're just hiding a little bit. More oofs. Yeah, so many oofs here. CG bug found. Yeah, that happens sometimes. That happens sometimes. What also happens is sometimes you are unprepared for war. That suddenly happens. I mean, LPPL, he built those 2 cavalrymen, and then one turn after that he built 2 cannons. We were saying that much Pichu is not something you joke about, especially also getting the strategy allowed for some really strong military, and he's looking to punish. He's looking to punish asdheinz for his, yeah, I guess culture play with the journalism, ignoring military, sending a knight away for the territory. True, not a single yellow card there to help asdheinz. If he could have gotten some extra yellows, sadly we can't click on them now. But he does go for military theory, movies, true rifleman. He does have the classic army, so he can respond a little bit. He does have the classic army, goes up to 19 strength, will only lose, what, 3 yellow cubes. Definitely still a big problem, but at least it's manageable. It's manageable. But what is not manageable is the plunder, and the plunder is successful. So asdheinz is going to lose his resources, lose his food. The problems are going to be coming, and they are going to be hurting more and more. And then the problem, as I said, A2L culture production. So asdheinz can't just try to survive somehow. He has to keep up in culture. There's also Pro Sports, which is really good for LPPL with Gaudi and would be needed for asdheinz to help him stabilize. True, very true, very true. I could go to the toilet really quickly and I'll be right back, guys. Looks like the aggression did go through. And he was able to steal a lot. And then he goes for the fast food chains. Computers doesn't deny the Pro Sports. I think denying the Pro Sports could have been pretty good. But decides to do something else instead. He's still behind in culture a little bit, but that will change after the fast food chains and asdheinz. There's a lot of fires burning in his kingdom. Easily fixable by just the Pro Sports. Just make the people happy. And then try to stabilize. Try to stabilize somehow. Gandhi Pro Sports. Pro Sports I think is definitely needed. Gandhi maybe still, sadly we still can't click on him. Maybe you should reload in really quickly. So from the last turn, yeah. Okay, we saw this already. Yep. Computers. And then see what asdheinz wants to do. Just a little bit Fußball, ein bisschen Fußball, und then everything is fine again. asdheinz knows how the Germans tick. Just need some Fußball and everything is good again. I mean, cards are back. Yes, we can finally look again what else is in there. There's Red Cross. So it hurts double for asdheinz to have lost the agriculture. If he had one turn to stabilize, going for more agriculture, maybe go for something else, then he could have easily stabilized. Go for Red Cross. Well, the movie, well, he needs more than that. One movie is not enough. He has an actual uprising. He doesn't only have unhappy workers. I mean, he could destroy the warrior and then he's fine. But the movies, yeah, you can grab the urban growth, build one movies. Reserves, there's military buildup, that's important. There are options. Oh, St. Pete's. True, St. Pete's is there. He doesn't need Pro Sports. He could just go for one movies. So grab urban growth, play movies, build one, and maybe then grab military buildup. Something like that. Or grab those reserves and these reserves. there were options for him. It's not over. It's not over at all. Just it's looking a little bit dire for asdheinz, and maybe he should go for Gandhi to make wars even harder because he's still behind a lot. Okay, not operas, but not movies, but operas makes it so he can go for military build-up, reserves, and Gandhi. So 11 culture against 8, and then there's Empire State and Red Cross left after LPPL's fast food chains. And then Occupy. Occupy against asdheinz, who can not defend. Why didn't he go for Gandhi? He could have gone for Gandhi and make this aggression expensive. Now it's not a problem for LPPL, but if he had gotten Gandhi, who would have only produced 1 less culture and I guess less civil actions, but isn't that worth it? I think that would have been worth it. Yeah, Darwin is 1 more culture, some civil actions, sure, but those 3 military actions that would have costed is, especially for war. If he had war over culture, LPPL could have declared that and still built a new army, and then it would have been good to have Gandhi. So after this aggression, asdheinz has not much. He lost 3 food, lost 3 resources. LPPL has a lot of stuff. He can finish their fast chance if he wants to. Can build more military, can go for science. He has a lot of options. There's multimedias. He could go for a couple of multimedias to keep up in the culture production. And then he's waiting for new leaders as well. There's Steve Jobs, there's Sid Meier, Bill Gates, so these computers could be very, very nice. He doesn't need to finish the fast food chains right now. He can get the engineering genius, reserves, urban growth, and maybe upgrade, go for computers and upgrade 1 or 2 of them. Yeah, I think I agree. He should have elected Gandhi there. That he committed to him. He grabbed him, committed to him. He should have probably elected him, in my opinion. We're gonna see if the extra civil actions from Darwin are gonna be worth a lot. Maybe I was thinking there's not gonna be another aggression, but I think it was a risk not to go for Gandhi and something that maybe could have been avoided. But we'll see. Okay, we can see he starts to go for the multimedia. Yes, he does go for that. Wanted to provoke something. Well, if he wanted to, then he was successful. He forced LPPL into going for an Occupy. Okay, Knowledge of the Ancients. 4 science for asdheinz, 2 science and 1 resource for LPPL. So asdheinz does have science now, 12. Could go for democracy, could grab the revolutionary idea, play that and go for democracy, and then hopefully finally go for Gandhi. There's also Empire State, that's the last wonder, besides Red Cross, and I don't think anyone is in position to go for the... LPPL could go for Red Cross, he has 3 extra production. But yeah, I think democracy could be good. 3 extra culture production. He has wave and military build-ups. Wars seem hard. At least as long as he can go for military theory. Could there be a turnaround? Are we seeing this game wrong? No, we don't, right? I don't think he can turn this around and go for military theory and a war himself. I think LPPL has way too many resources for that, and he can go for Air Force, and 2 Air Force is just very efficient. Hey Topology, welcome, welcome. So asdheinz is still in a small culture lead, 63 to 858. But of course, the big thing is the fast food chains. And then we have, I mean, we do have 2 impacts from asdheinz. Don't forget about that. Those can easily be a lot of, yeah, big difference. If they're good ones, they can make up for that missing wonder, perhaps. Still would be hard, but maybe it's a way to come back. Splinter just lost 7 yellow tokens in the war of territory. What? We have to see that. Oh, 7 yellows. We only had 3 on this one. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. But if they are still in those wars, maybe after this game we can check into that game really quickly. He has 80 culture lead. Come on, asdheinz, play fast so we can also see the end of the other game. I mean, this is also a close game. We don't have 7 yellow tokens lost, but we have asdheinz going for Gandhi and the military theory, skipping the democracy. Going for, he wants to rebuild the food. He wants to rebuild the food. So, yeah, 73 culture, lppl still with 58. He didn't commit to computers last turn. He could commit now. He could also finish the one and grab Empire State. Oof. Politics of Strength is an important card. Even if you're not searching for war, the impacts alone that you can draw from that or miss out drawing from that is rough. Also asdheinz last turn, yeah, he did go for an event. And now lppl has his first impact in there as well. I mean, lppl can finish the fast food chains. He doesn't have enough civil actions to also grab the Empire State then. So that would mean asdheinz can maybe go for that. He has the food. Or does he? Probably not. But he could win the food, he could win the science and maybe culture. He's looking for that. But the Empire State won't be that good for him. Won't be that good. So asdheinz is probably looking to get the Red Cross. Upgrade food, get the Red Cross. That's 30 culture. That plus some impacts might be enough. Because, I mean, we're probably not going to see a war now. This game is going to be without a war for culture. And then impact's going to be very deciding, because if we count, the culture production is pretty even. lppl gets a good wonder, but if asdheinz gets the Red Cross and maybe finishes all stages of that, which he probably can do with his masonry, then they both have wonder, they both have equal culture and equal culture production, and then impacts are going to be key. And lppl drawing 5 extra cards just now, and asdheinz missing the card draw next turn is going to be very, very exciting. Very, very important for the exciting conclusion to this game. lppl goes for 2 air forces. Ooh. I say we don't see a war, and then we see air forces. I might have spoken too soon. asdheinz does have military buildup and wave, so yeah, he also gets air forces for the next defense. There's the Red Cross. It's still gonna be hard for asdheinz to defend. But is that a good move by lppl? Or maybe he just wants to go for an aggression, threaten an armed intervention. Because a war from lppl is costly. That probably would mean no fast food chains for him. Splinter, typical economy, 2 irrigation, 3 bronze, 2 philosophy and religion. H3. Oof. But 8 culture lead, I heard. Hopefully they don't play that fast, but we have finished with this game probably soon. There's 2 more turns for each of them. And we have 73 to 73. I mean, can you ask for more exciting games, for closer games? They have the exact same culture. The culture protection is super close as well. What is not close is the strength. That is the problem for asdheinz. Has been for a while now. So let's see if he can stabilize that. We might be joined very shortly by none other than Almrek here. That's pretty nice. Don't have to hear me all the time. Okay, so let's get him in here. Hello, Almrek.
Hello.
How's it going? You're a little bit late, but that's no problem.
I am. I guess I'm 5 minutes later than I said I would be.
Yeah, true. You said 2 hours, and you have 2 hours and 5 minutes. Well, get into the game. If you're looking at chat, I have the code written in there just now.
All right.
And we are looking at the turn of asdheinz, who just played. Does grab the Air Force, does increase population, and builds 1 Air Force, going up to 36 strength. So, yeah, age is over. You're coming at a good time to see the exciting conclusion to the game between asdheinz and lppl.
So what else happened?
I mean, lppl had the Machu Picchu as first wonder. He had the first 2 cards that came out in H1 were Iron and Machu Picchu. Or are you asking for information about the tournament in general? Are you asking about the game?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Probably this match for now until it's over.
Yeah. So yes, it was really close, and then lppl in 1 sweeping turn got up to 33 strength, and asdheinz couldn't really respond to the war over territory, so that's been the story ever since. And we're looking at the end game where lppl just went for 2 air forces, and I mean he's playing against Gandhi, so he can't go for more strength. So asdheinz might have enough to defend here now, because lppl doesn't have any extra military actions.
Mm-hmm. All right, it looks exciting.
It is. I mean, do you want to imagine what the culture was before the last turn? We had 73 to 73. So, I mean, we had super close games yesterday, and the first game that we watched had a culture difference of 4 culture in the end. It was Lao Wang versus Little Bob, and it was super close. So yeah, we are continuing where we left off yesterday. Super close and exciting games.
Well, I'm glad to be here now.
Oh, you come right in time for the war. lppl goes for the gates. 9:57. Let's see if asdheinz can respond to that. I mean, theoretically, he could even go for rockets. He has military buildup and reserves if he destroys everything. He has a lot of military actions. He has...
Seems like he can. It's his population, right?
Yes.
And happy faces is the problem.
20 resources. That is enough for 1 army, but not 1 army plus air forces. And 1 army is 18. So I don't think he can win the war. Maybe with a new tactic, but that's also unlikely, I think. What is his ideal tactic here? Oh, wait. He can go for Napoleonic, go for 2 rockets and copy the Napoleonic. Nah, probably not enough. Right, if he could go for 1 air force and 2 rockets, but he doesn't have the resources. Could he?
No. So it's 7, need 21.
And he has
21.
Doesn't he?
Oh, no, he doesn't. He has
20.
20.
Missing 1 rock to go for that.
Man.
Right. Yeah.
I think so.
16 plus 4 is 20 most of the time. So...
most of the time.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're talking about the tournament, we can tell you about some exciting matches that have been going on. We had Hannes winning against Superdon. We had asdheinz winning against Fergie Kruger. lppl winning against Ducky. Some crazy games. And sadly, we only watched one of them, but as I said, that was super exciting already.
Did we got codes for all of them this time?
For a lot of them, not all of them. If you mean to rewatch them later, we definitely have a lot of good codes that are provided.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be... it could be fun.
Yeah. So is asdheinz going to try to get something good from the top? I mean, the top is played by lppl, so he knew what was in there.
So he does have positional and entrenchments are still in, right?
Yes, but positional is not that much better, right? Because you only get it once. And same for entrenchments.
Yep.
So best bet is probably still another classic army without air forces. Okay, let's see what's on top. Independence Declaration. That doesn't help. That actually hurts. Losing the epi phase is not a good start for this turn. Looks like LPPL will win, right? Yeah, looks like it right now. You guys always want the result before it's there. It is definitely looking like it, but we have to be patient. 2 happy faces gone because of the St. Pete's, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really rough. I hope that impact was worth it.
Yeah, I hope so as well. We have 3 impacts from asdheinz. That was a saving grace in a way, but is it gonna be enough? I don't think there's a way with positional. You can go for 2 rockets and then positional, but that's 10, 18 more. Let's see here. Destroys. Yes, destroys so many things. His impacts are not gonna be good after this. Oh, outdated army.
That's
57.
right.
But he skips production. He skips production completely. Doesn't get a wonder, and LPPL can't finish his fast foods. Imminent wonders, 12 to 7.
Yeah, interesting.
This is great entertainment. You are seeing 3 people just screaming. They are screaming because they are so unhappy. Destroying everything to build that one warrior. Imagine if LPPL took Marine instead of Bill. The extra strength would have mattered a lot. Yeah, super exciting finish here. The worst part about this for asdheinz is he doesn't get the red cross now, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we have to hope that the impacts that ASD played aren't ruined by what he just did.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I mean, one of them was Wonders, and that
Wonders,
one was pretty good, but not that amazing. A bit of happiness would be, would be amazing. LPPL will go for the last turn, finish faster chance for 25, and then go for computers. No computers. But he has a big lead before the colonies for 0. That's not. I think that was LPPL's though.
Harmony. Yikes.
Yikes. Yeah, that one hurts. 24 to 4. Happiness as well. Oof.
Oh man.
Well, it was close until it wasn't. Okay, his impacts didn't save him at all. 10 to 0 for the last one as well. Well played, LPPL. He continues in this tournament. asdheinz is out. Big upset for me personally. I was rooting for asdheinz, and I know that he's a very, very strong player. So that's, well played. Very well played by LPPL. If you take a look here, I don't think any other games have finished yet. But what is the code to see Splinter's game? We saw something crazy happening there. We heard that.
Let's take a look at that.
We heard that that is gonna be crazy. Do we have a code? Also, some other matches I've completed. Hannes has won against Busy Beaver. So the first semifinal is gonna be Hannes versus LPPL. Crazy. Crazy times. Hannes in the semifinals. Congrats to him. And of course, just saw LPPL. So pick him as a winner. Resolve those bets. Do we have the code for Splinter's game? Do you have that in the Discord? Or
I don't see it.
okay, Splinter when you need him in the thing. I mean, some people in the chat were watching him. Why don't they provide that for us?
It might be on his stream, maybe?
Is he streaming? Why is he not online? Why is he not online in TTA?
I don't know. You can set yourself. Can you set yourself invisible?
I don't know if you can do that in TTA. then we will probably not be seeing that. I don't know. There must be a way to contact him. But I don't want to disrupt him while he's playing. That would be very bad as well.
Can you... Well... You could just pull his stream up, right?
Is he streaming?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is the end of H3 right now.
Yeah, we want to see that. I mean, I could show his stream on my stream. I think that's not completely allowed.
I think you can.
So just give us a second, guys. We are trying to find the code here that we need.
See the paina.
See the paina. Alright, thank you, Splinter. And let's hop into that really quickly to see the exciting conclusion of that game. You see Splinter with Malena, but there looks like there was a war. Was it? Yeah, just now we see the result of the war. 30. Okay, it's not a close game. He loses everything. I mean,
oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. So Splinter getting a beating by Larang, but you know what that means. Splinter's gonna be joining us very soon, so gotta stay positive. Gotta stay positive. Yeah, Splinter with 8 culture production, Larang with 0, but I still think there's no doubt who's gonna win this match.
Well, it's never over till it's over.
Right, right.
What we like to say. Did Lao Huang have culture production at some point? Or is he getting a barbarian, I wonder? I'm gonna look. What's happening? It would appear that he never produced... Oh, no, he did. He produced the culture.
He did produce, alright.
Why? How? I wonder what happened. How did he do that? It's close.
It is, it is. But yeah, the American dream is over. Larang beating Splinter here. I mean, his production is looking like a typical Splinter production.
Yeah.
Just food. You don't need anything besides food.
Yeah, kinda.
He has a lot of...
I was gonna say, are there no other Americans? Are we sure?
I'm pretty sure Larang is not, and Hannes is not, and lppl, I don't think he is. So yeah, let's see the result here: 20 to 0 from the population. Yeah, Splinter lost 7 yellow cubes in the war. Even of colonies 3 to 9, but not enough for Splinter. So finally his run is over, but Larang is gonna be joining the semifinals as well. Crazy, 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 crazy. Yeah, take a look at the standings, boys. lppl against Hannes is gonna be the first semifinal that we're gonna cover as soon as we get the code for that. And then we're gonna have to see and wait who's gonna win between Enderwigan and Danio. I don't think both of them are in the... Oh no, Enderwigan is in the Discord, so we need the code of that, of course, as well. And then we hope that they will wait for us. I think that's the idea. Aaron Splinter raiding us here. Welcome, welcome, guys. You just saw the American Dream being over. Splinter sadly losing, but you haven't seen all of Splinter yet. He will be joining us, of course, as he said. So, Elmer, can you set that up again, the group and everything, that we have Splinter in here as well?
Oh yeah, sure.
Awesome, awesome.
Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Splinter. What happened in the last game? We heard you lost 7 yellow cubes to a war.
I was actually okay until the second war in culture. I just had to hold on. Oh, let me mute.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, but it sounded like a crazy game. Did you enjoy that beating, or yeah, you try to fight on?
The Ben one was worse. I got aggressed every turn. And he was a Nostradamus, and he didn't push. He just kept aggressing me. And then Lao Hong was nice. He took 7 yellow cubes with the first war. And I was still doing okay. I was up about 90 culture on him going into H3.
90 culture,
Wow.
crazy. But how many yellow cubes were you down?
I was down about 7, which is as DJP would say, no problem.
No problem.
No problem.
He didn't produce any culture till like the very last turn, right?
Yeah, he produced 0 culture the entire game.
In his very last turn, he produced 1.
That's enough. That is all you need. So yeah, we are about to see the game between Hannes and lppl. Who would have thought? Hannes in the semifinals. We're gonna see some aggressive play again here, I guess. So that's gonna be awesome to watch.
Is the Lao Huang Ender match gonna be going on at the same time?
Do we know if it's Ender Larang yet? Is that finished? I don't think it is, right?
Oh,
Might
I guess
still
I
be
don't know.
Daniel.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
It was
Ender
a steam
Daneo.
thing.
Ooh, that was. Did you guys spectate that one at all, or?
No, we watched lppl versus asdheinz and then the end of yours.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to show the ending of mine. I'm sure it was very close.
All right.
So looks like we are just waiting for the code from Hannes or lppl, and then we would be ready to go.